I'm out of ammo on that one too.
Brian knows his water levels.
What?
I played this level for a while. What? He just like disappeared?
Just drop them.
Oh, it's this thing.
So Brian, what are your thoughts on the feel of the controller?
So the controller feels good. There is a little bit of lag, but it's not bad. Like on here, it's not noticeable. It's only noticeable when you're looking at that, the TV, the other display. Speakers sound good, and you can manipulate the volume and pause things. I mean, it's like I almost can't tell if this is running on the PC, in the same room.
Yeah. So this is running on that Titan system back there, right?
Right. Yeah, I think the buttons are much better than they were at CES.
Mm-hmm.
And even at I.O., the hardware you guys were showing wasn't final, but this is much...
How does your comfort level with this compare to like an Xbox 360 controller?
I'd say it's similar, maybe a little bit less, but just because I'm more familiar with the 360 controller.
Yeah, but it's definitely in the same class.
Yeah, right. I'm totally out of ammo here. I'd say, yeah, it's a similar class. It's, again, the analog sticks have a little bit more resistance, which is just the way it should be. I haven't used the D-pad a lot, but this is a lot better too. It's a little bit more clicky.
Yeah.
Whereas the other one was a lot mushier. I don't know.
How do you like the weight of it?
It's not heating up in my hands. I don't know. It feels pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I think the thing that's different about this from the 360 is that you kind of have a place to rest your fingers back here.
Yeah.
Whereas on the 360, if you get the one without the battery inside, the wired controller, then you can do the same. But to me, that makes this feel better, even though it weighs more.
Yeah. Is the weight something that's bothersome?
I don't think so. No.
I agree with you.
And it's not. I mean, I think the fan kicked in, or maybe it did, but it's not getting warm.
Yeah.
I don't have any problem reading any of the HUD either, which was a concern, since you're really looking at like a 1080p display. Downscaled to the 720. There we go. I found some ammo.
What do you think of the size of the display?
I don't know. I thought it should be bigger initially, but it's not bad now. I don't mind. Even though there are other things that are bigger with higher res displays, I really don't miss it as much as I thought I would.
I gotcha. What do you think about the Android experience side of it?
If we come out of here, so that keeps going. That's a little interesting. So
that TV is hooked up to that Titan system, right? That's why that's still
right.
going.
But how did they manage? When I quit one thing, I would want that to pause. You have to
why doesn't that pause by default?
So it's right now paused, right? And if you want, you could go into the game and pause it, and then
Okay, because it's not paused, right? If you just abruptly exit, it'll.
Yeah, if you abruptly exit,
Okay.
the game will continue because it's basically streaming from the PC.
Gotcha.
Okay. So if I go back to this. Alright, it's resuming Steam.
Oh, so you just pick right up there. So what's the right way? I guess you would pause it there.
Exit and then
Okay, so now it's fully paused.
It's interesting. The console button does kind of work like you'd expect.
Yeah, it's very quick.
I just get back to the last place I was. I mean, the Android experience is what it is. It's nice to see it be completely stock. I like that they've made the buttons functional and that this is a mouse, essentially. I think it's come a long way. Let's see. That was working better before. I don't know why it's like kind of acting a little strange now. Yeah.
So this is production hardware and software, or?
production hardware, software, we're still making tweaks.
Okay.
The PC to Shield streaming obviously is in beta mode.
Yeah.
We're making a lot of changes on that, but Android is close to production, but again, with software, so it will always be
Gotcha.
to improve the experience.
And are you guys publicly talking about what clocks you're running at in here?
I think the specs do mention at 1.9 gigahertz.
Okay, so four A15 cores
Four
running it up to 1.9. Do you know if it actually will stay up there, or does it have to throttle down at all? Or we'll have to wait till we get a review sample?
It depends, right, on
Yeah.
like what the profile is.
And are you talking about GPU clocks as well? Okay.
With active cooling, I hope it stays at 1.9.
Yeah, I would hope so too.
This is really smooth though everywhere.
Yeah, like
You know?
the UI is incredible.
Yeah, especially the browser. I mean, that's really, really nice. You know, it almost never chugs.
Yeah, and browser APK, that includes all of your
Right, the Android
Tegra 4
browser has
enhancements.
all the-
Gotcha. That stuff hasn't made its way over to Chrome yet, though. Okay.
Because they don't control Chrome.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is pretty smooth too, although it doesn't have the... As we were noticing, it doesn't have the ability to scroll with the left analog stick.
Gotcha. And what Android is this? 422?
It's 4.2.1, but
Okay.
the updated 4.2.2.
And Wi-Fi, both 2.4 and 5 gigahertz?
Yes.
Okay. And then you were saying today you can HDMI out to a TV from here, and you do support Miracast, but only for video playback at this point. Okay. Cool. Any other thoughts, Brian, you want to share?
It's just a much more polished version of what we saw earlier, and it seems to have reflected itself nicely. You know, come along pretty nicely.
Cool. And
I know everybody will find... I think that the D-pad is much better than it was before. I don't know if it's perfect, but it's pretty good.
yeah. And then pricing is $349,
$349.
and that comes with 16 gigs of NAND and a micro SD slot.
Comes with a micro SD, 16 gig NAND.
Okay.
It's got a mini HDMI at the back.
Got it.
And, pure Android, you can install all your game data on the micro SD card.
Okay.
That's always helpful with Android games, growing in size.
And it comes preloaded with Sonic.
Comes preloaded with Sonic, Expendables Rearmed, Twitch TV, and Hulu Plus. Hulu Plus has been optimized for controllers, so you should be able to basically control the UI using the controller buttons.
Okay.
I like that you've added these on-screen controls for volume, too.
Yeah, that's really useful. Brian, any final thoughts on experience?
I don't know, it feels pretty good to me. I have to spend more time with it, but
Yeah.
subjectively, this is pretty nice.
Cool.